And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster and I'm touching base with you as I do every Monday through Friday and then Saturday on the move. So, how's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing well. And it is a new day. It is Wednesday. It is our Wisdom Wednesday. And it is also today is a special Wednesday because we are doing Water Cooler Talk Wednesday. That's what we're doing today. And we're just going to chat, hang out. There's a lot in the news. I said this is the first week back from vacation. This is the first week back as our new season. I said I was going to ease into this week. So that's why there's no guests this week. So, how are you guys doing? Hey, Hannah's in the building. Hannah is sending her good mornings. Good morning, Hannah. So good to see you here in the building. And let's see who's else. So I have the Instagram folks out there. If you are in Instagram, come on over to YouTube and like and subscribe, and you will have a better experience over here in YouTube. Just click on the link, or you just simply go to YouTube and put in Touch Base Daily, and I will pop up. This community will pop up. So how's it all going? How's it going? Yes, today is, I'm still going to call it Wisdom Wednesday, because there's going to be I'm sure there's going to be a lot of conversation going on in this room today. First of all, in the news docket, I just had to, I had a wonderful, yes, it was my first day on at Photoville, working with the wonderful folks there. Obviously, I've been covering the Photoville event here in Brooklyn, New York. And I've been videotaping, photographing, and sharing those on YouTube. So if you go to the YouTube page, you'll see the yellow thumbnails, and that's pretty much that's when I'm on the move. Anything that I'm on the move and in the streets and out and about, you'll see the yellow thumbnail, and it says on the move. Well, if you go onto those, you'll see that I have video recorded several of the speaking panels that were going on. And those are really good conversations. I mean, really good conversations that I think if you're a photographer, you might want to go visit them. I'm going to take you there. Hold on a second. I'm going to pop this on the screen because we have the benefit of technology. So let me share my screen with you guys. Hold on a second. Let me get there. Present screen, and here we go. And now I'm learning to do the tabs. So that way. So if you go to my page, it says right now I'm live, obviously. And then you see these yellow, thumbnails. For those that don't know what thumbnails are, that's what these are, thumbnails, a blue thumbnail, information about what's the topic of the day. And so this one is what is at Photoville. So I've been sharing different photographers that I really love. And I'm trying to go through. I want to go through because I can be quite honest. I love all of the photographers. The work is phenomenal. There are photographers from all over the world. There are photographers from all ages. There are photographers from all the diversity ethnic groups. There are photographers that are Republicans, Democrats, independents, no political association. There are photographers that have presented in Photoville on so many levels. It's just mind-boggling. There are students. Yesterday, I'm going to post this to. I didn't do a live of the students because one is the students were all under 18, so I did not do a live video of them. But yesterday was an amazing conversation with high school students that are involved in ICP's trainings. That's the International Center of Photography here in New York City. that has a program for young people to become photographers. And the work that they showed, oh my gosh, I'll share some of that on my Ron Lewis photos page and Instagram, so you'll see that. And I'll also I've been using the post mechanism in community here on YouTube, so you'll be able to check it out here as well. But yes, but this is let me go here. Here's one right here.
To have that
Let me just, I'm
robust
gonna silence it. But this one is how to be safe 101 for visual journalists, sponsored by Photoville and link. This is, I think, I forgot who I was Leica. No, this is not a Leica event. This is I forgot who's CPJ, I think, is sponsoring this. And it tells you all the basics of how to be safe as a photographer, photographing in the streets, photographing in your neighborhood, photographing overseas, photographing, like I said, abroad, and things you should be thinking about, insurances, what kind of stuff you should have. Did you know that I learned from this workshop, these panelists, as photographers or photojournalists, should I say, photojournalists that are documenting, give me something. Photographers that are documenting in protests out in the world, you're traveling, you're overseas, not to use biometrics to enter your phones or into your tablets or into your gear. I was shocked. Everything I have is bio. I think, I think it's easy. Put my finger there and it's done. Put my finger on the screen, it's done. Because if you are ever arrested because of getting a story, they can go into your devices by just taking your finger or swiping take a picture of your face. You know how phones work today, these biometrics. And they can go through all of your personal information. Or something can happen to you where you may be, for journalists that are, some journalists are kidnapped. Some journalists are, taken captive. You don't want your devices to be easy accessible, so then they can find out. This was interesting about this conversation about protecting your family. Protecting your family, because they can go through your phone and then find out who your family is, and then it wouldn't be too cool as you being a photojournalist. Also, I learned in this safety 101 is that in some cases have two phones. One phone that you take with you, like when you go out into the protests, when you go out into the world, that only has basic information. I have two phones. This one's to travel. This one's for my everyday use. But if I go out in the world, and now I know to use this even in New York City, if I happen to be photographing protests, I need to be using this camera, because it doesn't have any personal information on it. It just has ways to connect with others on this phone. Like I can go through WhatsApp, find the internet, a Wi-Fi signal, and connect with folks. They were talking about topics like accountability and sharing where you're going, projections, assessments of where you're going into these environments, awareness assessments. I mean, each one of these is excellent. I videotaped them. They're here for you if you want to see them. And I think if you are a photographer and you want to know some of this information, I have it here for you. And also how to cover the elections is in here as well. Protests, elections is really good. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you all. That to me is worth sharing. And let's see who's walked in the room since I've been chatting away here. I see the Girls Club Inc. is in the building. What's going on, the Girls Inc.? And Rashawn is in the building. There she is. Did I pop she on? There she is. Good morning, Ron. And Aya is in the building. Grand Rising, Ron, and everyone at TBD, Touch Base Daily. And Say Harris is in the building. What's going on, Say? How you doing? Yo, what's good from Osaka, Japan? Look at that. We got folks from Japan in here. We have our regulars from India. We have our regulars from Tanzania. There we go. We are international community. I see in here, Derek is in the building. Good morning, Derek. Yes, I know people are still getting used to our new time. It's 10 o'clock Eastern time. But you guys are everyone will get with the program eventually. Girls Club says, wow, that's important information, especially with the state of journalism today. Exactly. And it was Photoville is such a asset to the photography community. And it's one of the reasons why I support it on every level. I'm helping out. I'm there during the week. I mention it here every day because that's what I believe in. I believe in their work. I will talk to you about the artists, the photographers. Yesterday, I got to meet the great Alex. He was on duty yesterday. I've been talking to Alex through online spaces for probably 3 years since Black Lives Matter. And I finally met him in person, and we just laughed all day long, just touching base, connecting, watching him do his work. And he's one of the photographers on duty for Photoville. And it was just really great to see him working. A says, is a burner phone used to take photos at protests? No, I don't think the burner phones have the ability, because most burner phones are flip phones, if I'm not mistaken. However, you can get another smartphone. Like you see, this smartphone has a security screen on it. Like you can't see from the side or to the left, to the right on this, because I have the security screen. Shout out to the folks, Stefan, my friend Stefan, and the folks that he's created this. He created this screen, cybersecurity. Let's see here. Well, let me go here. I see here. Say Harris says, unfortunately, it's 23:15 p.m. here. 20 minutes till sleep. Elise is in the building. Good morning, Elise. How are you, my dearest? And so another thing that was really exciting, and you probably say, Ron, I went to all my favorite. Let me just say, I can't say my favorite because a lot of people I didn't reach out to, but I reached out to my core constituents, my core supporters when this happened yesterday. And let me go there real quick. It was so funny to me. One of the founders of let's see here. Let me get this in here. Magazine. And here we go. Brooklyn Mag. So one of the founders of Photoville, she came up to me. She walked up to me and she says, Ron, you've been mentioned in a news article. I was like, in a magazine article. I was like, excuse me, what? And so here it is. So for those that haven't seen it yet, let me just again present. I'm just going. There's a new way. Let me just do. I think I can. Let me just pop in here and get these screens correct here. I'm learning to go with the tabs. And this was really funny to me. It really was at first. And then I said, holy moly, I'm in there. So you'll see my little name is right there. I got that little arrow. Can you see the cursor? I think you can see the cursor. Maybe you can, and maybe you can't. Not. I think you can see it. Here you go. I can go here. Can you see the cursor? And I was like, oh my gosh. And it was pretty cool. They were talking about Photoville and sharing the stories called On Display at Photoville, Stark Exposures of Our Shared Humanity. And it's talking about all of the different, the celebration of 13 years of Photoville and the people involved, the festival itself. And then little old me is mentioned. And it was really funny to me because it said, crowd. It goes in. It starts off here. Where is that? Divides. Okay, here we go. Crowds, including famed photographers like Andre Laro and Pei Ketron and career documentarian Ron Foster and Polly Arungu arrived in droves beneath the sweltering blue skies on Saturday to celebrate the unveiling by pursuing the showcases. Wasn't that cool? That was pretty cool to have to be acknowledged. I had to say, at first I was like, really? And then I was like, wait a minute, that's pretty cool. Especially if someone takes the time out to mention you. And so, I had to immediately send a thank you to them at the Brooklyn magazine. So check out the article if you happen to. And it really is really laid out nicely in the arts and leisure section of the magazine, the Brooklyn magazine. It's just called Brooklyn now, but check it out. Really cool article. And I am so thankful for being in the magazine, as in my name. And then they were so cool not only to mention the name, but to also create a link. So you can go you click on it, and it takes you straight to my Instagram page, which has been, I've been adding a lot of stuff to it. Speaking of my Instagram page, let me click on that for a moment and just share with you guys that are going on in New York City. Felicia says, good morning, family. Hello, my documentarian friend. I was getting a kick out of it yesterday. Yeah. The Girls Club says, Ron, you have a big name. Are your Google alerts on for your name? Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, because of the class at the Photoville, one of the tips in the class was to go on Google and set your alerts and put your name in the alert so you can tell when people are mentioning you or when your name is being used for something. So I put in Ron Lewis Foster, I put in Ron Foster, I put in Ron Lewis photos as alerts. I did not, I have alerts for other things in Google. I never thought of putting my names or my aliases in Google Alerts so you can know who's printing about you or who's mentioning about you, or if it's good or bad. You need to know. So tips. This is Wisdom Wednesday, so it's all about tips and wisdom today. So I'm going to give you a lot of tips today as I go through here, and I hope you guys will be able to chime in as well. But isn't that any of you guys have your names listed on Google Alerts? Your aliases? That was one of the, again, check out the videos that videotaped from. I was shocked. I was like, oh, you know what? Let me do it. So immediately when I was eating lunch, I went in and just started adding it. So, okay, I see here Lisa's in the building. What's going on, Lisa? Lisa's in the building. And she says, good morning. Did you start early today? We are now at 10 o'clock. our new time is 10 o'clock. For all of those that don't know, 10 o'clock is when we start. And so that is our new time for Touch Base Daily, 10 o'clock here on the East Coast. And I think it's 7 o'clock on the West Coast. Okay, so that way everyone knows. Pass the word out. I know it's going to take a couple of weeks for people to get used to me being on earlier, an hour earlier. Reason why is I want to be able to, if I decide to go overtime, that we have the time to do it. So Lisa and a couple other folks have been saying, Ron, we need to do overtimes. So sometimes our conversations or our guest conversations are so good that we don't want to end it, and so we want to do overtimes. So I said the only way to accommodate that, so I can make sure I keep my work schedule clear when I'm not here for my clients, is that we must go an hour earlier. So that way, if we do break out into a overtime situation, we still have from 11 to 12 to do it. So that was the reasoning, to get up a little earlier. Oh, I had to had to start everything an hour earlier to make it happen, but it is worth it because again, it's all about this community. It's all about us working together and being here together and connecting and supporting. Hey, Janet's in the building. She says, "Good morning, all. Good morning, all." She says, "Don't want to miss the breakfast." So there's a lot in the news, guys. I don't even know where I should begin. Should I even go into news? I did go into. I did want to share. What else did I want to share with you guys? For those, I did post. I already posted this. Um, for those that are in New York City or you're coming to New York City, here's a week. If you're saying, you know what, let me figure out a weekend to come to New York and hang out with Ron and the crew. This is where you should be. I'm going to put this up here as well so that way you can have this. And okay, here we go. There we go. Oops, there we go. Events. Okay, so I'm making use of this. Okay, I can just do the whole screen at this point, I think. Hold on a second. Oh, let me get rid of that. Pop that away. Sorry, my bad. Sorry on that. Here we go. Doing a lot of presenting today and sharing. This one is if you're in New York City, and this usually doesn't happen for my meetup group. The meetup group, this is to all photographers, no matter what your skill set. Most of the people that come out to our meetup group usually just use their smartphones. A lot of them just take out the smartphones and that's all they're using. But anyway, our RLP Urban Photographers Meetup, we are going to be at Coney Island to capture the Mermaid Parade. And something I did not know about the Mermaid Parade, the Mermaid Parade happens the first Saturday after the solstice. It's the first Saturday after the solstice. And so usually, because the way this month laid out with the first started on I think the Saturday. So there's an extra week, or the week is aligned differently for this month. And so the first Saturday happens to be the 22nd. And that's usually when we have our meetup group on the fourth Saturday of every month. So I was like, shabam, we are going to the Mermaid Parade. And so, yeah, Lisa, come on out, bring your camera, bring out your new camera. Come on out. It's going to be so much fun. So go to the meetup page and you can definitely get all the details. You click on the details here. It'll take you to the Mermaid. the mermaid, the story behind the mermaids right here. This is the shabazz. There's already, I just put this out like 2 o'clock in the morning. So people are signing up. But come on out. It's going to be so much fun. If you're planning to come to New York City and you are like saying, what Saturday or weekend should I come to New York? Come to New York City on the weekend of the 22nd, because one, we'll be gathering together as a photography group. Are we dressing up? If you want to be a mermaid, you could dress up. And if you want to dress up as a mermaid, you could be one of our models. How about that? We can photograph you. There's going to be lots of photographers. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So this is the first time that we were able to take our meetup and combine it with the Mermaid Parade. And be quite, can you believe I've never been to the Mermaid Parade? I have never in my life, I don't think, maybe when I was a child, but no, it just started in 1983. I can't remember ever going to the Mermaid Parade. And I've been trying to go for the longest. However, this is great. So our meetup starts at 1 o'clock. It usually starts at 2 o'clock, but the parade starts at 1 o'clock. And we'll be meeting, for those that are coming, we'll be meeting at Nathan's. But make sure you come out so we know who you are, and we can look for you by signing up on the RSVP. If you go to the meetup page and go to RLP Urban Photographers Meetup, put in Capturing the Mermaid Parade at Coney Island, sign up for it. Come to New York. We're going to have a good time. Isn't it great having housekeeping on this Wednesday? We're just chatting. I'm just chatting, all right? And just talking. I have a question for you guys that I was thinking about this morning as I was taking the shower. I was in the shower and I said, you know what? This is my favorite time of the day. Let me just say hello to Miss B Spoke is in the building. Miss B Spoke is in the building. Trish is in the building. Hey, Trish. West Coast is in the building. And I said, taking the shower is my favorite time of the day. What is your favorite time of the day? I am so curious. I know one of my friends, without saying their name, when he goes to the bathroom to take to use it. Some would say to take the crap, or to just, let go. That's their favorite time of the day. What is your favorite time of the day? I am curious. This is Watercooler Wednesday. Watercooler Talk Wednesday. I am curious. We're just like co-workers. We're just hanging out like co-workers, hanging out, having water cooler talk. Trish says TMI. But for some people, that is their favorite time of the day. I remember there was an individual that I worked with that was their zen time. The bathroom. The bathroom was their zen time. Mine happens to be the shower time. I can stay in the shower for, sad to say, if I didn't have things to do, hours. I know that when I was in North Carolina, Nia has her guest shower is amazing. And I would get in that shower and just like, I am in my happy place. I am in my happy place. So where is your happy place? Where is your favorite time of the day? Oh, let me see. Lisa says, I have 3: first sip of coffee, sunset, and bath time. Wow. See, there we go. There's one. There's one. Trish says, anytime on the beach. Interesting. I'm curious. I'm curious. Rashawn says morning for me. But what about the morning? Is there anything in the morning that you just want to linger and do? You're just like, this is my zen time. This is my time. This is my moment. This is where I just like my brain can relax. I can just chill out. It's your space. It's your, it's your moment. Well, I mean, whew. Oh, Miss Beastbox said, in my favorite spot, in my favorite beach chair, sunset. I love the sunset also. Sunsets are my thing. I would get on my bike. Well, I still use the city bikes, but I don't use my bike, and ride down to the Brooklyn Promenade or the Brooklyn Bridge Park to catch the evening sunsets. Just love a good sunset. What else? What's that? Dawn Patrol, Trish says. Dawn Patrol. There are some people that like to take a walk on the beach every morning. They like to, those that have the privilege of living by a beach or a boardwalk or a promenade and just taking in the water. Water is my friend. I am a true Pisces when it comes to the water. I love the water. Laying around and journaling. Ah, there we go. There we go. I love targeted conversation. When I'm talking to people, I'm like, don't give me chilling. You ever talk to someone and say, how are you doing today? Chilling. And I'm like, the English language has many words to describe the moments you are in. I can't stand when someone tells me chilling. Ooh. Anyway, so detailed conversation. Okay, I see laying around and journaling. That is great. Lisa says, I try to photograph every sunset I can. Love them so. Here's one. Trish says, the hour before sunrise, water fans unite. Oh, Aya says, sunrise or sunset at the beach, taking photos, connecting with nature, and writing poetry. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. I want to know. This is, like I said, I was in the shower and I was like, holy moly, this is my favorite time of the day. And we were laughing at Membo, my best friend, my friend's husband, Nia's husband. And she goes, Ron, he's going to be in the shower for a long time. That's his time every day, every morning. When he gets up, he gets in the shower and he's there for hours. So we would go out on errands and come back, and Membo would be just like, okay, I'm ready to go, because he loved the showers. And I was like, you know what? I love my shower too. So if you're just coming into our conversation, today is water cooler talk Wednesday. We're just having a conversation, chatting. There's really no rhyme or reason other than I just want to get to know you. So that's how you get to know one another, is just having conversation. Oh, I knew. Now I was wondering where you were, Elise. Elise says, if I'm on the West Coast, it's going to be the beach and watching the sunset. Have you ever tuned in to an Elise sunset? Elise would come on her Instagram and share her sunsets. She would share something about the day, and then she would share the sunset. When Elise was in California and she pops on, I'm like, oh, there she is. There she is. She's taking in a sunset. And she takes us along with her, literally until the sun goes down. Yes, that is Elise. Who else? What else? Ron, you need a nice outdoor shower. You want to hear something really cool? When I was in Africa, and two of the spaces, three of the spaces that I was my dwelling place in South Africa, had outdoor showers. So you had an indoor shower and you had an outdoor shower. And I have to tell you, that outdoor shower is heavenly. The outdoor shower. Trish, you are so right. If I had I mean, there's there's something beautiful about taking a shower in the outdoors. And in three of the dwellings I stayed in, twice in northern South Africa, and my the place I stayed in um Hermanus, South Africa, right outside of Cape Town, about an hour and a half drive outside of Cape Town. I stayed there for a month, and that house had an outdoor shower. Woo! Yes, baby. It is something to. Has anyone ever done an outdoor shower? It's magical. It really is. Oh, yes, Trish, you guys are having a heat wave out in California. Day 2, surf is on the rise. Yeah, we need to be keeping our friends on the West Coast in our thoughts and prayers. I know that sounds like a cliche, but it is getting hot. My cousin just came back yesterday or 2 days ago. I talked to him yesterday. He was in California. Yeah, he just arrived back home yesterday. And he said the heat where he was staying was 108 degrees in California. 108 degrees. He said his hotel room was so hot because it could not accommodate the heat of the day. Trish, I hope you're in a cooler place, but I know the West Coast is having the West Coast, the west of the Rockies, I have to say, west of the Rockies, because Arizona is Nevada, it's Oregon, it's California, it's Wyoming. All of those places are, well, Wyoming's not. Is Wyoming? Wyoming is not west of the Rockies, but yeah, west of the Rockies is really bad. Okay, okay. Love the heat, says Trish. She says she loves the heat. Yeah, the girl says that's Vegas heat. Okay, here's another subject that's been going on. I'm curious about what you guys are thinking. I know I have not talked about. I mean, I did talk about. I came on when I was on vacation. But are you guys hearing? Let me just rephrase this. Last night, I was with one of my neighbors. We were hanging out in the courtyard, talking about all kinds of stuff, politics, and you know how we are, politics and the Republicans and what's going on, and all the lies and all the stuff that's being spread, and all the distractions. And I asked him last night. I said, "Did you hear? Do you know about Project 2025?" He goes, "No. What's that?" And in my head, I was like, "Guys, now I'm gonna go there because I have to." I said at least once a week, if not twice a week, I will be mentioning Project 2025. We've talked about it in this community several times, and we've pretty much really have been committed. A lot of folks in this community have also shared in their community about Project 2025. And if you don't know what Project 2025 is, it is the blueprint of what the country will look like or what they're planning, and some things have been initiated already through the Republican Party, or I should say the extreme right. It was created by the Heritage Foundation in conjunction with many, 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 many entities that are on the far right to change the way America is constructed. So if Trump gets into, well, any Republicans, because it's not just Trump, it's all of the Republicans. Oh, yeah, let me just put that up for Elise says, please get informed about Project 2025. It is all of the Republicans. Maybe I should say all, the majority, because there's some Republicans that are like, I'm out of here. I'm out. That have left the Republican Party, or they're on the sideline and they are Republicans for Biden. So there are some Republicans that are not for this. First of all, I want you to do, here's homework for your life. This is homework for your life. Can I say that? Your life. One is go online. Matter of fact, since we have it here, we got all this. The computers are right here. I can easily take you there, so you can see tangibly what we are talking about. And Elise is another one, another person in this community that's been like really on it, on it. And can I say also, I am still amazed that mainstream media is not talking about it, which tells me in some ways that these corporations, this is allegedly, these corporations that own main media, ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, CPW, I think it is, or and a bunch of these other entities across the country, they are not talking about Project 2025. Now, you have Don Lemon talking about Project 2025. You have Joy Reid talking about 2025. You have certain anchor people in the media bubble that are talking about it, because it is going to change your life and your children's lives, your nieces, your nephews. It's going to change America in the beyond what it is going to be unrecognizable if these policies are implemented. Here it is. The Girls Club says Joy Reid on MSNBC is the only news show that I've seen talk about it. Velshi talks about it also. Velshi talks about it all the time on Saturday on MSNBC. It is so important. So please, can I say all of this stuff about Biden's age and all of this talk about TikTok and all of the these are all distractions. Good morning. Good morning, Janet. Yeah, Janet says lamestream media. Yeah. Let me go there. Let me go, because I need for all of you to know what's going on here. And come on, computer. It's a little slow this morning. Here we go. Here's an article that just came out this week. It's called, let me just see. Let me get here. Allow. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put now my screen up. How about that? So I'm gonna be moving around a lot on this screen. What time is it? Okay, we got 10 minutes to iron to get this information out to you all. Here we go. Share entire screen. There we go. Monitor. So this is an article that came out on the Nation. Project 25's Guide to Subverting Democracy. A second Trump administration could weaponize existing government agencies to dismantle democracy itself. This article is part of Project 2025, The Plot Against America, a nation special issue devoted to unpacking the right's vast and chilling program for a second Trump term. This is not politics, y'all. I want you to know this is not just like, this is just politics here. This is the real deal. And not only should you be reading this, we need to be telling every single person in our lives. This is a great article, The Nation. Read it. But better yet, if you want from the horse's mouth, will it go there? Hold on a second. Will it go there? Okay, it's a June issue. Okay, I'm going to take you also. I'm going to take you there because this is so important, guys. I cannot stress. Can I tell you, there are very few things that keep me up at night. I sleep like a baby. I really do. I am very rarely afraid of anything. It's very little things I'm afraid of. But I am totally afraid of this. I am totally afraid of my fellow Americans who have not educated themselves and that are going to go into the voting box and vote. For instance, Black men. Now, I think the polls are a little off. I don't know who they're polling. Because I haven't ever received a poll call. But it's real. There are some Black folks, some Black men. I don't know about the women, but I know some of the Black men that are saying, I like Trump because he's thug. I am voting for Trump because he's a thug. When I heard this yesterday, I literally just said, what the hell is wrong with our community? And I know it's not the whole community. Or here's the other myth. I'm voting for Trump because he gave us a big check. Guys, Trump did not give you that check. That check came from a Democrat Congress, controlled Democrat Congress. And Trump said, wait, before you send that check out, I'm going to put my name on it. So can we debunk that myth? Can we be myth busters and help our communities? Trump did not give you a check. He did not want to give you that check. Because guess what, folks? Who controls the purse strings of America? Do y'all know how the government is created? Do you know the branches of our government? Do you know what the purpose of Congress is? Congress controls the purse strings of America. Money does not go out unless Congress approves. That's why it's important that you do not vote for people that vote against your needs. That's why you vote on people that are in alignment with your needs. Congress. That's why when Biden got into office, he and the Congress, because Congress, the Senate, and the House, House of Representatives, created the permission, the bill to give Americans $1,400 when Biden arrived. So even think about it. Trump gave you money, so you think, which is a lie. But Biden came in and gave money more, $1,400 more, and gave $600 credits for children. That raised our poverty line above the children for the first time in almost a century. Can we debunk all of these lies that are out there? But anyway, let me go back. Let me take you to Project 25. This is the page. This is not something that's a secret. This is their page. Project 2025, Presidential Transition Project. You can log in. You can even sign up and learn it. You can even download the playbook. Building now for a conservative victory through policy, personnel, I should say, and training. They are training people right now. Training people. Part of this plan is to get rid of all of the professional leaders in the departments. Another one, get rid of the Department of Education. Get rid of the environmental protection. Guys, I will be talking about this as much as I can. I'm telling you, I probably talk about this. Y'all gonna get tired of me talking about it. You know why? It is a matter of life and death to democracy. Elise says, we need to educate people on the fact that Congress has two parts. It's right. This is a good one. Roland says, they say if you want to hide anything from them, put it in a book. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? Guys, when my neighbor, who I talked to last night, is a big time lawyer here in New York City. A lawyer. He's a lawyer, and he had never heard of Project 2025. So this is not saying people are not educated, meaning they're not like bookworm smart or whatever. Even the educated among us don't know about Project 2025. Even the people in some of the people in government don't even know about 2025. News media, some folks just don't know. And here it is, guys. I'm still going through this thing. Guys, if there's anything I can give to you today, wisdom today is Wisdom Wednesday, but we also have a water cooler chat kind of moment to it today. Component. We have to educate our brothers and sisters in democracy. We have to. It's important. Guys, we cannot wake up the day after election day and see that our country is gone. And I know people are like, oh, Ron, that's so dramatic. That's so over the top. And people are under the illusion that if democracy is gone, oh, we'll just vote the next person back in 4 years. You're missing the whole point. When democracy is gone, there will be no more voting like you know it today. It will be something like what goes on in Russia or Venezuela or Hungary. They have elections, but it's not elections like it's not democratic elections. And he says, it's crazy that people who are at the risk of being deported are supporting them. Yes! Our Spanish brothers and sisters, our Muslims brothers and sisters, the people that are going to be deported, you know what's in this plan? Concentration camps. Guys, I know I can go on and on about this because I'm looking at the time. I know I'm going to go a little bit over. I can't believe the stuff I'm hearing. Oh, everyone's just overreacting. I'm going to sit this one out because Biden's too old. Look, I'd rather have an old man that can't speak, that can't whatever, and will hold up democracy than to have someone in office that's going to destroy democracy. Can I give you another television media assignment? If you don't understand what America would look like with no democracy, and you need a visual aid, check out The Handmaid's Tales. It's available on Netflix. Check out The Handmaid's Tale. I will never forget when my friend Nia introduced me to that series. I was like, holy moly. It's so real. It's very tangible. It's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched. Rashad says, a scary visual. A scary visual. Yeah. Derek says, then an old man who wants to tear up civilization. That's right. I would take 100-year-old person. That's right. Give me a 100-year-old with a good heart than a young narcissist. Yeah. That's it. We got to tell our family and friends, everybody. When I'm in the courtyard, that's the first thing I talk about. I know they like that guy is losing his mind because he talks about Project 2025 all the time. I tell you from this day to the election day, I will be at every conversation, every family gathering, every event. I will say to the people around me, do you know about Project 2025? That's how important it is. Once democracy is gone, y'all, once democracy is gone, it is gone for, I won't say forever, but it will take about 100 more years to get it back. And it will be a bloody battle to get it back. Spare your children. Spare your grandchildren. Spare your great-grandchildren. When you vote, you're voting for the future. When you vote, you are voting for your great-grands, your great-great-grands. When you are voting, You're voting to put in the Supreme Court justices that are going to make decisions that are going to affect your grandchildren, your great great grandchildren. Our parents and the people that were alive during the 1980s and then in the 90s that put in some of these justices, or like Clarence Thomas, could not have foreseen that rights would be taken away from them. Come on, y'all. We have to wake up. So it is my job as using this platform and my platform and to encourage people to use their platform to save democracy. Okay, guys. I think it's time to let you guys go. We did a little overtime today, but I think it was necessary. Again, the links will be inside of the description of this YouTube YouTube channel. Again, look at project. You can just put in project2025.org. Start reading. Start reading. Don't take it from Ron. Read it for yourself. What says you? Girls Club says, exactly. All the people saying they aren't voting because of the current genocide are forfeiting their future. That's right. I am all for the Palestinians. I am all in 100% in preserving life. I am all in of stop the killing. However, I am more in on saving democracy. What's happening in Palestine is the season. What happens in America in the voting will affect a lifetime, decades, a lifespan. It will change not only America, it will change the world. Elise says, I will be live this evening. Yes, let's join in with Elise this evening. She's going to be sharing. Elise has been on it, y'all. She has lots of information, details. Make sure you tune into Elise this evening. Who's going? Lisa, Lisa's going to Mexico. Can I go? Can you put me in your bag? Elise says we have got to get to our young people. Vote, like I said, vote like your life depends on it, because it does. Chris says, wake up, folks. Miss Depot says, because as many people that claim they hate America, we set the tone for everything. That's right. People still come to America. They're not trying to break down walls to get to England or, some other country. America is still the light on the hill. Even with all the craziness that goes on here. One thing we do have still, freedom. Even if it's freedom to be crazy, we still have freedom. And that is priceless. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to Touch Base Daily today. I hope that you receive something out of this wonderful conversation. We talked about a lot today. This was, I think, I always say I love meaningful conversations. And yeah, guys, I will see you tomorrow. I will be back at Photoville tomorrow, so it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. But I will be here and check out the announcements that were in the beginning of this video. And again, if you like this, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Should I do it? Should I do it? Do I need to put my banners up? Do I need to put my banners up? Of course I do. Of course I do. Let me get rid of this little thing over here that's in the way. Let me get this out of the way in the conversation area. Oh, here we go. Where is that? Where is that? Where is it? Hold on. Let me get this. Oh, you guys. Oh, there. Oh, it's that banner. There we go. Let me get that out the way. Okay, there we go. Pop that off. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you do that. If you are in the YouTube, sorry, if you're in Instagram, come on over to the YouTube channel. It's such a better, more better. It's such a better experience. Come on over to the YouTube channel. You will have a better experience, and also you'll be able to search. You'll be able to search for everything right in YouTube, because YouTube is the most popular search engine in the world. Okay. I know I'm having a hard. Oh, there's a question here. I'm sorry. Did I miss a question? Oh, that was a question earlier. Let me just see here. Oh, this was a question that I missed. I said, is there a hashtag being used to create awareness to stop Project 2025? I don't know. There needs to be one. Stop Project 2025. We got to figure out a hashtag if there isn't one. I don't know. Is there a hashtag out there about dismantling Project 2025, preventing 2025? Is there a hashtag? I don't know. That's a good question. Okay, just going through and make sure I got all your questions. Guys, you guys put so much in these chats. I love it. I know I gotta share some of this stuff because you guys are putting this stuff in here. You guys, okay, I'm just gonna have to put it, because you guys are speaking such wisdom. Yeah, Ron, I was just saying to myself, and this is why I had to stop watching Handmaid's Tale. It's so real, y'all. It's real. It's real. I know. Lisa says, honestly, they both are terrible, but Biden is lesser of evils. I will have to say, Lisa, I have to disagree with you on this one. Biden has done so much for this country, passed more legislation in the last 75 years. That is not equal. There's no equivalency between Trump, or as in being terrible. Now, like I said, Biden has passed more legislation, more bipartisan legislation, infrastructure bill. There's so many things I can go down the line. Transportation, all that stuff. Black woman on the Supreme Court, Black vice president, Black judges across the country. More Black judges under Biden than any other president across the country. Long-time appointments. There is no equivalency. Okay, guys, just had to put that out there. Because I always hear that argument. Oh, the lesser of two evils. No. They are so far apart. Yes, David says, David, hey, David, what's going on? David Mascaro. Did I say it right? Mascaro? Scaro. Says, watch Civil War. Great movie. If you're a photojournalist, I like it because I think it should have been called the photojournalist of the Civil War, of the coming Civil War. But it is a good movie. Great movie. Stop Project 2025. Yes, there is a Stop 20. Oh, there we go. There's Elise. Elise just said it. Yes, there is a Stop Project 2025. There is. Okay. Elise says, Biden has done a lot. You just don't hear about it. The failure of the Democrats is that they don't pump themselves up. They don't say, we did this, which drives me crazy. That's why I'm not a Democrat. They don't know how to fight fight. You gotta fight. These are the Republicans are. You cannot bring a knife to a pistol fight. You cannot bring a knife to a gunfight. You can't. You gotta go get your gun. Sorry for the analogy. I know it's a horrible analogy, but you cannot. And when they go low, you can't go high. That world does not exist in politics any longer. That was our grandfathers. When they go low, we get low with them and we crack them in the knees and we keep on moving. Like Jasmine did. Bleach blonde. Anyway, sorry. I'm going on. It's hard to let you guys go. Oh my goodness. Lisa says, they make a big deal about Biden's age when Dump is not far behind. Exactly. Trump turned 78 years old this week. He's not that far. And his mental capacity is more in decline. Yes. Lisa says, I saw this interview with the Republican woman saying she doesn't like Dump, but it's only 4 years. Huh? It's not only 4 years. He says he's going to be a dictator on day one. Have you ever seen a dictator give up their dictatorship? No. Hey, Kim Kimmy's in the building. Kim Kimmy's in the building. What's going on? Okay, we're in overtime. We're officially in overtime. I need to go to work. I need to get to work, right? Powell says some epic rants about that. Yep. Okay. And I think I just want to make sure you guys were acknowledged here. That's why it's important to archive the times via photography and video. I'm big on that. Yes, right. That's right, Miss D spoke. Bespoke. Please do your research. Guys, yes. Ali says, please do your research on what Biden has done. It's available on the internet. And it's a long list. I even posted it in our Touch Base Daily feed in Instagram. All of the legislation that's been passed. Woo! The Child Cares Act, the also changing of the gun laws. Small, but still a change nonetheless. David says, when Republicans lose their and when they lose their checks and Medicare, then they'll wake up and it'll be too late. Because they're still going after Obamacare. They're still going after Obamacare. Could you imagine all of us, especially us entrepreneurs and us giga economy folks? We work from all the different projects we get, freelance photographers. Most of us get our insurance through the exchange. I get insurance from the Obamacare. Right? Could you imagine all the millions of people that would be thrown off their insurance? Oh, Lisa, you are in Mexico. I'm jealous. So jealous. I'm so jealous. Long list of his accomplishments. Long. That's right, Miss B. It's long. Biden's accomplishments. Let's try to get. Biden's accomplishments are long. Okay. These are the hashtags that we need to be thinking about. Vote 2024. Protect democracy. Stop Project 2025. There we go. Thank you, guys. Oh, Felicia says, my whole family has their passports. Now, can I say something about that? I have my passport and I'm ready to go if I can go. But guess what? The sad reality happened to me. I said, even if I got dual citizenship somewhere, for instance, I was planning to move and live in South Africa. Guess what happened this last week? The DNC lost and the ANC won. The whole government of Africa has changed. All that has been built and created in the last 30 years could change now. All of the work of Mandela might change in South Africa. Because, can I tell you, can I give you on in this little overtime? This is not just happening in America. These folks want they want their world back. And when I mean these people, I know I don't like to use it like this, like out there. There's a particular batch of white nationalists, white supremacists. They're in England. They're in France. They're in South Africa. They're in other parts of Africa. They are in the eastern parts of Europe. They are all over the world. The white population is dying out. The white population is decreasing. And they want a way to have what's called minority rule across the globe. There's a reason why Trump is connected with the president of, or the dictatorship in Hungary, and also Putin in Russia. There's a movement going on around the globe. If you missed the news last weekend, in London, they had a big march. White supremacists, the white nationalists, I should call them white supremacists, the white nationalist movement came out by the thousands in London last weekend. Guys, this is not just America. And this is awakening that was really like it hit me in the gut. If America falls, democracy around the world will fall in so many ways. This is bigger than us. This is bigger than us. Okay, I can talk all day because I can talk. I got the gift of gab. Kimmy Kim says, thank you for disclosing with us. You and Elise are how I learned about Project 2025. Yeah. Girl says they're in Italy, Israel too. After Trump won in 2020 and 2018, Steve Bannon and his cronies spent a lot of time overseas propping up far-right candidates. Oh, can I read that again? They're in Italy, Israel too. After Trump won in 2018, Steve Bannon and his cronies spent a lot of time overseas propping up far-right candidates. And you will see the Steve Bannon movement is a global movement. There are no safe places in the world to hide. We got to stop Trump now. We got to stop the Republicans now. There should be no one voting for a Republican. Not one. Not one. Not one of these crazy, backwards thinking people want to do away with books, education, rights, right to vote. The Republicans have never been on the side of justice and on the side of democracy. This has been implemented many years before Trump. He just now has a cult following. But this is a global situation. Okay. That's it. 11:23. I'm out. Guys, thank you so much. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gonna leave you till tomorrow. Tomorrow is Chris and I. So we're gonna dive into politics tomorrow. That's right. There we go. Steve Bannon is the reason they are targeting black men. That's right. They're working hard. Okay, I'm out. I can talk all day. I gotta leave you. I gotta get to work. I got work to do. Love you all. Take care, guys. See you tomorrow. Where's my outro? Where's my outro? Focus on. I'm working on the outro, y'all. I'm working on the outro. My outro should be, and I thought about it yesterday. Focus on the now. Focus what's important. And I'm out. Later.